All right, traders, this is Blake Morrow, and you're listening to the Daily Roundup webinar. I want to welcome you guys and gals. Hopefully everybody's having a great trading session. I just, a little while ago, pulled everything actually off the table that I had. I picked up some euro dollar earlier this morning at 111.10, and I've already gotten out of it. Now, does that mean that I don't think it's, it's done going higher? No, I don't. I actually think it's continuing. It can continue to go higher from here. However, I wanted to pull everything off ahead of tomorrow's signing. As you guys know, we have the China-U.S. trade deals being officially signed tomorrow. That's a pretty televised event. It's supposed to happen around noon or 11:30 tomorrow Eastern, but we'll see, how the schedule goes going into tomorrow. Excuse me. Let me hold on one second. Excuse me. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, I had to drink a little bit of water. Jeez. Anyway, okay. So, like I was saying, that doesn't mean I don't think the euro dollar is going higher. I actually do think it's going higher. I'd rather be a buyer on dips, and today, at the price that I had at 111.10, which was right here, might have ended up being the best price I'm going to get. Who knows? But I think that we are going to be busy consolidating. Matter of fact, I actually think the euro dollar is going to consolidate in this triangle, as you see here. Excuse me again. Until tomorrow, I think that's what's going to happen here. Now, will the euro eventually break out? I think so. I think that it'll be moving up after tomorrow, but we'll see. Like I said, I think dips back below 111 might offer greater opportunities than being long where we're currently at, and that's why I pulled the euro off the table just a little while ago. I actually took my cable off too. I was using this rally in a new highs to take some profits. Just to pull that off, I'm actually going to try to buy the cable back below 130 again if I can get it. But we're facing, as you can see here, just a little bit of a little bit of trendline resistance. Excuse me. I actually choked when I was drinking my water a moment ago. That's what happened, because I'm obviously not a professional at drinking water at this stage of my life as I near 50 years old. But the cable's running into some down trend line resistance. We might get a lift from here. We might not. I'd rather just take some profits and then be a dip buyer again. If you guys don't recall, I actually bought the cable last week when we dipped down here to 129 129.80. Jeez. Was my average back here. Excuse me. 129.80 was my average from overnight. My overall average was it was 130, because that was my overnight average. My average overall was 130.30. So I took a slight loss here, but I shorted the dollar yen, and I took a little bit of a gain here. I just been shorting it as we were, around the 110.10 level, just kind of shorting it, just chipping away. And the dollar yen, I still think this is going to be a short as we approach the 127% extension. The one thing about the dollar yen that I have to note is it is staying elevated. And while we are above 109.70, it's bullish. While we're in this breakout territory, this area right here, it is bullish while we're out here. Now, that doesn't mean that this can't, this could be the top over the course of the next couple of days. But you just have to be really careful being on the short side of the dollar yen while we're trading above this 109.70. Like I said, I've been shorting it into rallies, and right around current levels. When it dips, I take profits, and I'm just being very nimble at this point. And I think that the volatility is going to be increasing going into the next 24 hours. So therefore, since I don't know which way we're going to go, I just think volatility is going to be picking up. I'd rather be sidelined at this stage than being long or short too aggressively. One of the other trades that I'm actually really looking at going into tonight is the dollar Mexican peso. You can argue and say, well, Blake, it's trading heavy. Yes, I agree, it's trading heavy. Stocks are also near all-time highs. So, what's your point? But my point is that even though it is trading heavy, probably because of the interest of carrying long dollar mex or euro mex is the long Mexican peso, short dollar mex, short euro Mexican peso. That's the carry trade. That's the carry trade. Flavor of the month or of the year right now. The fact that the US dollar Mexican peso has not broken into new lows yet, we haven't broken down below this 1874 level yet, is pretty surprising considering where stocks are at. Knowing that stocks are just off their all-time highs, I'm surprised we haven't pushed lower. So what I think might happen, maybe as early as this evening, is you might see the US dollar Mexican peso push through this this support, and it might actually come down. It might come down towards the 1866 level, which is the 161% extension of this move right there. So we might, actually it's the 161% extension of this move. Sorry, this consolidation right here be about this 1866 level. So I think that the risk is that we might push below there overnight. So just if you are long the US dollar Mexican peso or your short pesos, I think that's the risk right now. I think what can happen between today and tomorrow is something that looks like that, right? Just to flush everybody, get everybody out. So just a couple things that I'm paying close attention to right now. My biggest focus right at this moment is going to be the dollar yen. The dollar yen is obviously challenging this big triangle resistance. I will have to admit that every bank that I'm following, that I'm reading, and I'm reading their analysis on the dollar yen, everybody's expecting this move to happen in a new range, be well above 110 and closer to 115, 116. So everybody that is on the street right now is looking for a stronger dollar yen, which, whenever the whole market seems to be tilted one direction, I get a little nervous. That was my same hesitation with the euro dollar as we were trading above 112 at the beginning of this year. I thought everybody was way too bearish the dollar and bullish euros, and that's why I've been buying dips rather than buying into this rally here. Okay. Anything else that I really wanted to cover today? Just so let me reiterate. Tomorrow we are looking at a formal signing of the phase 1 China-US trade agreement sometime around noon. It's supposed to be 11:30, but it's going to be orchestrated, and there's going to be dancers, and it's going to be a party, and it's going to be a big shebang, and maybe some fireworks afterwards. I don't know, but Trump's going to make it a big production because that's what he does. He's a reality star. I mean, and that's where he started out as, so he I know, some of you might say he's a businessman, whatever, but I mean, he knows how to woo a crowd. So the fact of the matter is he's making this into a very big production. So it is going to be tomorrow at some point, probably around noon. So therefore we have to be on our toes, because as this is happening and after it concludes, we might see some volatility hit the market. You might see, some traders, push into equities, push into risk as, hey, the agreement has been signed, let's get long. It's finally done. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. We might get the opposite direction where you get to buy the rumor, sell the news. So I think it's very important that we are very much on our toes. Paul Franco in our chat room and our members chat for ForexAnalytix, he'd mentioned, hey, I'm going to keep my powder dry till tomorrow. I think those are very wise words. You guys just be careful this evening, getting too aggressive one direction or the other. Tomorrow, let's hope that some bigger volatility is going to hit the market. And my name is Blake Morrow, and my name is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Daily Roundup webinar, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great one.